He cheated on his wife with his side chick, not knowing that the side chick was his wife's close friend. Guys, you will be shocked to find out what his wife did when she found out. Kindly subscribe to this channel to see more of our latest movies. The movie begins with a lady named Rose. She arrived at her business and met some customers waiting for her. She apologized for keeping them waiting, and they began discussing business. As Rose scrolled through different hairstyles on her customer Lucia's phone, a call came through. Rose immediately recognized the number. It was her husband's. Lucia answered the call and responded romantically because he was her sugar daddy. Rose felt uneasy but remained calm while Lucia continued saying nasty things to her lover. When Rose got home, she was heartbroken by her discovery that her husband was cheating on her. Later that day, her husband Justin asked why she hadn't prepared his meal, but Rose made up an excuse. At dinner, she remained moody. Justin tried to talk to her, but Rose claimed she was fine. That night, Rose couldn't sleep. She checked her husband's phone and was shocked to confirm that her suspicions were true. The following day, Rose shared her discovery with a friend who advised her to either confront her husband or ask what she might not be doing right. They deliberated on it further. Later, while Rose was working in her salon, Lucia and her friends started talking about how her sugar daddy spent lavishly on her. Rose listened quietly, knowing they were referring to her husband. That night, when Rose got home, she kept reflecting on everything. Justin welcomed her warmly, but she remained cold and distant. Later, he tried to make love to her to cheer her up, but Rose refused, saying she wanted to be alone. The next day, in the living room, Rose asked her husband if there was anything she wasn't doing right as a wife, perhaps something he disliked. She explained that her friend's husband was cheating on her, and she didn't want the same thing to happen in her own marriage. She pleaded with Justin to be honest with her. He assured her that he wasn't cheating and would never do anything to hurt her feelings. He then told her he was traveling on a business trip. Rose wept silently, knowing he was lying. The following morning, Rose woke up to find a letter and a gift from her husband, informing her that he had left for his business trip. Later that day, Rose spoke with one of her customers, who mentioned that her other friends had traveled. They continued chatting as the discussion went on. Meanwhile, at home, Rose felt heartbroken. She cried, knowing that her husband was with another woman. The following day, Rose confided in her friend, who insisted she confront him. But Rose hesitated, thinking it through, while her friend consoled her, reminding her to consider her child before making any decision. Days later, when Lucia and her friends returned from their trip, they teased Rose about how much fun they had with their sugar daddy. Lucia went further to ask Rose how much it would cost to invest in the hair business. They continued discussing it. When Rose got home, she discovered her husband had returned. He welcomed her warmly, but Rose remained cold and walked away. That night, her husband tried to touch her, but she refused. He attempted to talk to her, expressing his concern, but Rose made excuses, saying it was just stress from work. Later, Rose's husband called her friend, asking about Rose's sudden cold attitude. The friend told him it was nothing serious, probably just stress. Later, the friend told Rose about the call, which upset her even more. They discussed it further. Guys, what do you think Rose should do? Should she confront her husband or keep it to herself? Kindly share your thoughts in the comments section. The following day, while Lucia and her friends were discussing their sugar daddies, Rose listened closely. At home, while Rose and her husband were watching TV, she got lost in thought. When her husband tried to get her attention, she immediately snapped out of it. Just then, her husband received a call and excused himself. The next day, Rose met with Lucia to give her an update on the hair she wanted to buy. She explained that it was being shipped from overseas and would soon arrive in Nigeria. Rose handed her phone to Lucia to show her samples of the hair. Suddenly, the phone rang, and Lucia was shocked to discover that Rose's husband was her sugar daddy. Rose admitted she already knew. Lucia, frightened, excused herself and left. Meanwhile, Lucia and her friend deliberated on the situation, feeling scared and confused. Because she had already given Rose 10 million naira for the hair business, they were unsure of what to do. Their other friend rebuked them, and an argument broke out. That night, while Justin sat alone, he received a call from Lucia, who told him that his wife was aware of their affair. Shocked, he immediately ended the call. Confused and restless, Justin tried calling his wife, but she didn't answer. Guys, what do you think Rose will do? Will she end things with her husband after discovering his betrayal, or will she forgive him? Let's find out together. That night, Rose arrived home and greeted her husband warmly, as if nothing had happened, smiling and excited. Justin felt confused and surprised by her sudden cheerful mood. Later, Justin approached his wife to talk things over, but she was so carried away with excitement that he couldn't get her attention. At dinner, Rose served food to her husband, but he felt uneasy and refused to eat, fearing she might have put something harmful in it. She insisted that he eat, but Justin declined, growing more suspicious. Later that night, Rose approached Justin, intending to make love to him. But he resisted, feeling awkward, and made excuses that he wasn't in the mood. Meanwhile, Lucia panicked and called her friend, worried that she had lost all the money she had given Rose to invest in a business. Her friend tried to console her. The following day, Justin woke up to find that his wife had already gone to work. He noticed the note she had left for him, filled with kind words, which made him feel even more uncomfortable, knowing she was aware of his cheating. That same day, Lucia and her friend discussed what to do. Lucia finally decided she would confront Rose about her money, despite having slept with her husband. Later that day, Rose's friend received a call from Justin. He confessed that he had cheated on his wife and pleaded with her to help him, saying he was scared of losing Rose. But she refused his request and ended the call. Soon after, Lucia went to Rose's house and met Justin there. She intended to talk to him, but Justin quickly chased her away, fearing that his wife might see her. The next day, Lucia's friend met Rose and apologized for sleeping with her husband, insisting that she hadn't known. Rose kindly replied that she held nothing against them, but only against her husband. She agreed to continue their business deal. Lucia's friend thanked her and left. That night, Justin woke up from a nightmare in which Rose stabbed him with a knife. Frightened, he immediately tried to talk to his wife, apologizing to her. But Rose excused herself, saying she was late for work, and left. At the office, Lucia and her friend came to pick up their hair delivery. They apologized to Rose for all the hurtful words they had spoken about her and for sleeping with her husband. Rose accepted their apology, handed them their delivery, and they left. Later that day, Justin returned home and pleaded with his wife to forgive him. But Rose expressed her displeasure, shut the door on him, and walked away. That same evening, Justin came to plead with Rose, but she ignored him. The following day, Justin returned with flowers and begged her for forgiveness. After much pleading, Rose finally accepted, and the two reconciled. So guys, if you enjoyed this movie, kindly subscribe to this channel to see more of our latest films.